Good evening. It is actually afternoon now, and I am making my lean and green. I normally eat it at 1:30, but I wasn't hungry. I had made a mashed potato fueling this morning, so I'm actually going to do my 4 o'clock fueling and my dinner, and it's actually 4:05. So I thought I would jump on real quick and just show you how I make a quick buffalo chicken salad with blue cheese dressing, and is a lean and green. So I'm going to kind of go through and show you real quick how I do that. All right, so I have my scale here, because on your lean and greens for Optavia, you're going to weigh everything, okay? So I put my plate on the scale, I turn the scale on, and then I'm going to, I don't know if it's called tare or tar. Does anybody know? It's T-A-R-E. So I'm going to zero it out, basically, and I'm going to put it to grams, because mine has ounces, grams, kilograms. So I have it on grams. So buffalo chicken salad, I don't know if you can see that, but you're gonna have optional condiments. You pick out your protein, and then you pick out your vegetables. So I do have this. If anyone wants a picture of it, I can take a picture and throw it in the comments. All right, so first thing I'm gonna do is I decided that I want some spring lettuce, and I went to my vegetable list, and I know that spring lettuce is 42.5 grams is 1 serving, because you get 3 vegetable servings. So 42.5 grams, there's 42.5 grams, okay. Then I decided that I also want some romaine lettuce in my salad. So I'm gonna take my romaine, I always cut the tops off. Move this over a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and tear this again to zero it out. So I have my romaine, or sorry, I have my spring lettuce on there. So I've now zeroed it out. It is still on grams. So I know that spring lettuce is 42.5 grams, and I know that romaine, according to my vegetable list, is 47 grams. So since I've zeroed it out, I'm going to put some romaine on here until I get 47 grams. All right, so I've got 48, that's good enough. All right, so I'm just gonna mix up this romaine and this spring lettuce here. So that's 2 servings of vegetables. That's huge, okay? So then for my third vegetable, I decided I wanted some tomato, okay? But then I also decided, let me go grab my cucumbers real quick. Sorry guys, I forgot my cucumbers. I've also decided that I want cucumbers. So my first vegetable is spring lettuce. My second vegetable is romaine lettuce. And my third vegetable, I'm going to do a half of tomato, and I'm going to do a half a cucumber. So I know that tomatoes for red ripe are 90 grams. And I know that cherry tomatoes are for a full serving is 74.5. So I went with red ripe today. So if it's 90 grams and I'm gonna do a half of a vegetable, I'm going to add 45 grams. So once again, I'm going to tare my scale to 0. All right, it is still on grams, and I am going to add 45 grams of tomatoes. So it is on 0. We're gonna start adding some tomatoes here until we get to 45 grams. And that is going to be a half of a green. All right, so there's 45 right there. Put this aside. Actually, I need the... Now, I also want cucumbers. So I am going to do a half a cucumber, because a half a cucumber and a half a tomato is gonna equal my 1 green. So my cucumbers, I know that a vegetable serving according to my vegetable list is 52 grams, okay? So I'm gonna do a half. So I'm going to do 26 grams of cucumber. So once again, I'm going to go over to my scale. I'm gonna tear it out to 0. So it is now on 0. So now I'm going to add 45 grams of cucumbers. So let's sprinkle those on there till we hit 45 grams. All right, so that was 25. And you can do whatever vegetables you want on it. All right, 41, so just a little bit more. Let's see what we got here. All right, 45 grams of cucumbers. So I've got my lettuce on there. I've got my romaine. I've got my spring lettuce. I've got a half a cucumber serving and a half a tomato. So there are my greens right there. That is a huge salad. Now, that's my 3 greens. I decided that I want chicken, as I got 1 extra tomato, 1 extra cucumber here. I'm going to throw that on there. What I do is I go to Sam's and I get the rotisserie chicken, and I take the breast off, and then I chop it up and I put it in bags in the freezer. And honestly, I'm going to tell you that I just do the whole thing. Technically, you're supposed to just have chicken breast, but you can get a bag and cook it, grill it, broil it, however you want to do it. But it's really nice to have the chicken. I throw it in the freezer, and then as I need it, I'll take a bag out and I throw it in the refrigerator so that it's always there, so that if I'm hungry and for my lean and green, it's quick. You don't get to that point where you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to make tonight. And then you start eating the wrong stuff. So this is always in the refrigerator for me. It's healthy, and I can make so many things with it. I can do this with zucchini noodles or healthy noodles, or saute up this in a bunch of vegetables in a pan and add Alfredo sauce as my condiment. So there's so many different things you can do with it. All right, so I'm gonna tear it out again, but now I'm on grams, so I'm gonna go ahead and change my unit to ounces, because I know that shredded chicken is 6 ounces and that it is a leaner, okay? And with leaners, you're gonna get a healthy fat, so we're gonna cover that in a minute. So now I'm just sprinkling on this chicken. Hopefully you guys can see this. Let me grab my computer and pull it up. Give me 1 second, so this way I can see if you can see everything. All right, perfect. Yeah, you can see my stuff. Okay, so I need 6 ounces of chicken. So right now I'm at 4.3. So that's a lot of chicken. 6 ounces is a lot of chicken. So these lean and green meals that you make once a day, because you're gonna eat 5 fuelings the rest of the day, they're huge. And a lot of people will take them and they will split them into 2 so that they have half in for lunch and then half for dinner. So that's 6.2 grams right there. And, or I'm sorry, ounces, and we want 6 ounces. So there's 6 ounces, took a little bit out. Okay, so chicken, lettuce, and tomatoes, okay? Now, so that covers my protein, and that covers my green servings, okay, for the lean and green. Now, because I did chicken breast, I get a 1 healthy fat. So my healthy fat that I use is going to be Bolthouse blue cheese, okay? And it's kind of getting down to the bottom, so kind of turned it upside down. If you look on your dressing list, there is a dressing list floating around out there for Bolthouse. It is 4 tablespoons is 1 healthy fat. So I'm gonna drizzle 4 tablespoons on there. Oh, that's probably 2.5 right there. So let's just do, there's 3, and just a touch more because that one kind of overflowed. All right, so 4 tablespoons of Bolthouse dressing. Now, condiments. So that covers our green, that covers our green and our protein and our healthy fat, because chicken gets 1 healthy fat. All right, so now all we have left is our optional condiments, okay? And so I've decided today I'm gonna have the salad, so we're gonna do condiments. And those of you that watched me make my waffle today and use some condiments, ignore that, because I decided to make this for the video and I've already used some of my condiments. But all right, so Frank's hot sauce, 2 tablespoons is 1 condiment. So I'm going to use that as 2 of my condiments. Okay, so I just sprinkled some Frank's hot sauce on there. Now, I technically have 1 more condiment left if I decide to use all the condiments, okay? So feta cheese, 1 tablespoon is a condiment. And like I said, ignore the fact that I already had condiments in my waffle this morning. This is more for teaching effect. All right, so 1 tablespoon of feta. is a optional condiment. All right, this is everything you need to make a complete lean and green. That is a huge salad. So a lot of people, what they will do is, if you're going to split that into two, okay, the way that you have to do it is you still have to have your 5 greens, okay? So say that you want to split your dinner into 2. You will do your 5 fuelings, okay? So you will do your fuelings, your 5 still, but on one of them, you will add half of your lean and green, and then your lean and green is over here. So 5 fuelings plus 1, 5 and 1. So this is your lean and green. You will add a half of your dinner to one of the fuelings. And then for your dinner, you get no fuelings with it. You'll eat the other half of your dinner, okay? So 5 fuelings, 1 lean and green. If you're gonna split your lean and green, half will go with a fueling, half will not, okay? So you eat 6 times a day. Anyway, so there it is. There is a lean and green. There's my dinner. That's a lot of food, but we're gonna eat it, and guess what? It makes me lose weight. So if you guys are interested in losing weight and you want some more information on it, message me. I'm gonna go ahead and put this live on my Facebook and add it to my YouTube channel. Got my YouTube channel figured out again today. Like I said, during COVID, I had started it. Decided now that I want to do healthy stuff now that I'm doing coaching full time. I've got time, so it will also be on my YouTube channel. I would love it if you guys went on my Facebook. I will put the link to my YouTube channel in there. If you would hit subscribe, that would be awesome. Like I said, I'm just starting this back out. I only have a handful of subscribers, but I would love it if you guys subscribed and watched, because I'm gonna go ahead and start doing lean and green dinners for those of you that are on Optavia. And even if you're not on Optavia, these are super healthy. They're like 300, 400 calorie dinners. That's huge for 300 or 400 calories. It's your protein, your vegetables, your healthy fats, everything that you need to get your body into a efficient fat burn, so that you can start losing weight if that's what you want to do. If you have information if you need information, like I said, about the program of Optavia, message me and we'll get you started, get you the information. And like I said, right now I've got $25 off if you decide you want to join. Your first kit will be $25 off. So, all right, message me if you guys need anything. It's great to see so many people on here watching me. Give me a shout out, hit like or say hi if you're here. I would love it if you guys just posted in the comments and let me know if you enjoyed it. All right, I will talk to you guys soon. Like I said, it'll be up on Facebook here in a little bit. Appreciate you guys. Have a great evening. Bye.